Coach, your red zone offense has been very efficient this year. I think you guys are first in college football in scoring touchdowns in the red zone. I know that was an area last year maybe you guys struggled. What has it been? Will and the RPO, Chip's influence, just what has really been the reason?
I think the execution's been good. I think Will's ability to run and some of the throws we've made has definitely made a difference there. But it's going to be important this week. Is you got to score touchdowns in the red area. We got to stop them in the red area. It's something we typically work on Wednesday, but. Yeah, I think it's the execution, but it's the approach and scheme as well.
And Hope, 11 Warriors.
Ryan, I think Big Ten teams are 1-8 this year when they've had to go across 2 time zones for a road trip. What do you view as the biggest challenges of a long road trip like this, and how do you guys overcome that?
Yeah, I don't really see it as much of a challenge that way. I think it's a 4.5-hour flight. It's a couple hours more than Nebraska, and we're going to stay on East Coast time, and I think we got a good plan. We're going to stay on our time schedule, and it, the way that the time of the game and everything fits kind of how we practice. So, we're not going to look too much into it.
When it's something nobody on this team has really done before, is it something that you have to prepare them for at all?
I don't think so. Again, it's only a couple hours more than Nebraska, so that's kind of how we're looking at it, and not making it a bigger deal than it is.
Whitney Hardy, far left, WCMH.
Brian, we talk about so many different positions on the defense, but one we never really have to talk about much is the cornerbacks. Just how much of a luxury is it to have a guy on each side who can go one-on-one and shut guys down? Yeah,
they're going to get challenged this week in a lot of different areas, but those guys are a big part of the defense, and every little piece matters when you're on defense. But that's a big part of it, and they have a big challenge this week, and good to see Davison get his hands on one last week. That was big, and Denzel got one the week before. So we got to have a great Tuesday practice right here, and know that they're going to look to really challenge our guys on the outside.
Davison specifically, how have you seen him grow? And you mentioned the interception. What is that going to do for? He's very confident, but it makes a difference when you get your hands on the ball.
I think sometimes when you come into a season, you no matter what, you can say don't have expectations, but you do. And when you get that pick like that, it kind of allows you to maybe relax a little bit and not press. So he can just play his game now because he's doing great.
Bill Landis, Kings of the North, and the podcast.
Ryan, what do you see from Oregon's defensive front on film? They just seem like they're maybe the most athletic group you guys have seen so far this year.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very good front. Birch is, very, very good. He's very athletic, strong, good pass rusher, good against the run. Harmon, we know, he's from Michigan State. He's playing very, very good football. They have some good guys up front, so it's going to be a great challenge for our offensive line and for everybody. I think each week, again, it's ramped up, so that's been good. But we're looking forward to the challenge.
Your offensive line, I think most coaches will probably just want to see week-to-week incremental improvement. It seems like you're getting that. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but just how do you feel like now that group's progressed through these first 5 games?
I think there's been improvement, but we're nowhere near where we need to be, or in a situation where we're evaluating their progress, other than the fact that I think they are getting better every week. And again, it goes back to practice. It goes back to the work they put in, the preparation, and it's week to week. You can look great one week, but not on the next week. And I think that's the thing to me that we talked to our team about now, and G. Scott spoke to our team recently about it. And I think it's exactly right. Like, every day can look the same, but then when you look back on it, it's not even close to being the same. And so that's what we have to do. We've got to make sure that we're getting better every day, because you're either getting better or you're getting worse. And I think with the offensive line, that's important this week, is that we continue to get better. And the only way to do that is to have a great Tuesday. And so we'll get in here at 2:30, start with the team meeting, and going from there.